Hello everybody, today in Firefall we're going to look at the last match for the grand finals of the EU tournament for ESL. Unfortunately I wasn't able to get in on the match right on time because they wouldn't let me spectate, I don't know, so I had to jump into the watch mechanic and it crashed, and so I got in a little bit late, but really not much has happened. They're still in the first team fight that they were in a minute ago. But, man, this is really even. Alright, so on the blue team we have Team Epsilon, well-known group, and man, just a scary match to go against. But on the red team, we have a equally scary group, Hubris, that has finally entered competition mode, and yeah, they know they're going to be good, and here they are, in the grand finals against Epsilon. Hubris is well known for their team fighting ability, while Epsilon having pretty good team fighting themselves in the focus fire and coordination like that. They're also really well known for their ball play, getting the ball across the map, setting up stuff like that to where the team is just very distracted and the ball gets placed behind them very quickly. So right now, Hubris is trying to use the TDM to their advantage by putting the ball under the blue team's ramp and see if they can get TDM going in their favor. Great res and able to get four members still fighting. Tailspin goes down, Too Easy getting poked down, and so only two members for Epsilon are up and trying to defend. Hubris sees the advantage and tries to start pushing forward, but with only three members alive, maybe not be the perfect opportunity since some of them are very low and need to be healed up by Dragonfly. So it looks like they're going to stay in this point and continue to try to TDM and see if they can get enough of an advantage to push forward to the next part of the objective. Both teams are very scared right now, trying to make sure they get everything very coordinated, make sure everything goes perfect for these team fights because they can't afford to lose this. Both teams are very experienced and they're afraid to give them some sort of advantage. Right now, Hubris has the advantage because they get the bulwark last. Bulwark for Epsilon is already down. Alright, Valatage putting in some good damage and not really getting focused down. Meanwhile, Tailspin coming from behind and gets a great shockwave out, taking down two members of Epsilon. And Too Easy able to get his HKM off and block off the chokehold for Team Epsilon, just make sure they're safe. Meanwhile, Coolmat coming out over the HKM and trying to put some poke damage in. Unfixed getting out his HKM dome, trying to keep himself alive, but unfortunately the rest of Epsilon is getting focused down. Unfixed able to take out Razix, but getting focused down by Coolmat. Hubris is able to get the ball into Epsilon's base, but just not able to push it forward. Winghaven able to get the ball out, and it looks like more TDM on the way. Coolmat sticking his neck out just a bit far. Support from Hubris is coming though. Alright, looks like Epsilon's going to group up on the blue team's left side and try to push towards the middle, but Hubris is tightly together. And here comes the bulwark. And they're going to charge ahead and start poking it Too Easy. Looks like we're starting to see a bug from meta. Alright. Great flanking from Hubris as they were able to take down Valatage, what is some of the main damage for Epsilon. And now they're going to push forward. Mort trying to get through the fight, but ends up passing, and that's going to be the end of period 1. Alright, both teams are super scared right now. I mean, these teams scrim all the time and they really know what they're capable of. And so, I don't know, they're just super timid, trying to make sure they're really coordinated before and really prepared for each fight. Because man, every fight is just it's just accomplishing nothing. I'd really like to see Epsilon use their ball strategies to their advantage. But we'll see how it goes. Tailspin HKM farming, making sure that he's ready for the fight. Here we're going to see Cool Matt coming from the side. Already bulwarked up. But the bulwarks get taken down by Valataja. And looks like Epsilon's going to hold out the choke point. Very scared of Hubris's TDM. Cool Matt taking the high ground. See if he can pull out Epsilon so that Hubris can start poking them down in a more open area. But really, not a lot of shots are hitting right now. All of a sudden, Meta suddenly gets Shockwave coming out. Meta gets very low. There we go. But unfortunately, Hubris' Shockwave is much more effective as Winghaven gets taken down, Valataja is taken down, and Mort is stomped. As Mort gets back up, we see Too Easy getting focused down. And yep, he's going to go down. All members of Hubris are still up and ready to push, with Tailspin having control of the ball. Tailspin already almost exited base. Looks like he's going to push forward, see if he can get in there. And looks like they get the 3 points. Great push by Hubris, and just a better Shockwave than Epsilon was able to get out. Probably because he was getting focused down. Mort was forced to use his Shockwave early, and not as well targeted as Hubris's was, as Hubris hit 3 people and Mort was only able to hit with 1. All right, Hubris is holding out in their base, trying to make sure they get the ball all the way up to Epsilon's base before they have to work on TDM. Here we have the entire team pushing while Tailspin waits up in the air, trying to get a perfect advantage for the distraction. He immediately after burns in. Oh, but no, he's still able to get in after the biotech healing wave pushed him away. Just too much distraction for Epsilon to handle. And Hubris is still winning the fight in their base. If they can clean up and keep their base safe, keep Epsilon's base cleared, they can continue doing what they did last time and just wait for the ball to push in. But it looks like Hubris is starting to get outnumbered and they're forced to leave. Or dead. Alright. Right off the bat, we see Cool Matt way ahead in kills, and Epsilon really just isn't able to get those focus fires down as well as Hubris is able to. But we're going to see Epsilon try to push forward, going on the red team's right side. Hubris takes notice. Everyone bulwarks up. And we'll see what Epsilon's able to do. Immediately, Hubris comes out and tries to stop them before they hit that corner. And Mort goes down, trying to get that afterburner in, but it's just too early. And he didn't quite make it to the goal before Hubris was able to take him down. So now we have Too Easy down, and we have an HKM coming out from Razix. Going to try to clean up, but he gets... basically takes down everybody. We have 4 people down. Winghaven trying to get a bit of damage in. But he gets quickly surrounded and taken down as well. So, a clear wipe for Hubris. Now they're going to push the ball, see if they can get it. Oh, wait, no. Looks like we're having some issues with Tailspin. Hubris is going to wait up for him. Meanwhile, Epsilon is going to try to get some advantage and try to surround the ball properly. But Hubris is going to go down the right side. Get the cooldown buff and get ready for some more TDM. Alright, once again, we have Tailspin lagging out a bit. But since his team's fighting up ahead, it looks like it's going to go in their favor anyways. Tailspin pushing forward. Not enough Epsilon are down right now, and he's getting focused down, and they go for the 1 point, just barely making it in. That was a weird bounce. Alright, all of Epsilon is up. Oh, wait, no. There we go. That's the end of period 2. with Hubris leading by 7 points. Epsilon not able to get on the board yet. I mean, those first 6 points, we saw the damage of momentum, where if you're able to get the ball in the goal and keep your ground at their base, you can go farm HKMs and grab the ball and not even have to worry about that first TDM fight that allows them to get even further. All right. Looks like Epsilon's gonna go mid. All right, TDM begins. Huber's getting up on the right pillar, bulwarking up, trying to get ready to start pushing in towards Epsilon's base. Meanwhile, Tailspin still getting that HKM farm. Meta putting out some big Nova damage, trying to just poke away as they wait for Tailspin. Tailspin coming around the back, see if he can get a good shockwave in, and immediately crushes 3 people from Epsilon. Unfixed, Valtage, and Winghaven are taking some heavy damage. Winghaven is able to get focused down next, with Mort and 2Easy already down. Unfixed is able to take it down next, and all that's left is Valataja trying to get some damage out before he gets taken down. Still not much focus going on to him, as he might be able to get away. But he's really not trying to run away. He's trying to get as much poke damage in and gets taken down eventually. Now, 3 people up for Epsilon. See if they can defend mid as they enter the Epsilon's lobby. All right. We have Hubris healing all the way up, trying to get ready for that one push mid, as all of Hubris pushes in mid, trying to get that distraction TDM fight. Meanwhile, Tailspin, immediately after burning at that great angle, able to get another 3 points on the board for Hubris. I mean, at that angle, you really don't see much of the ball holder until he afterburns already. So with all that distraction from Hubris, Epsilon was just at a huge disadvantage for that. I mean, the only way to combat that is try to get some poke damage in before they start going into the choke point. But Hubris didn't really group up for bulwark. They just kind of rushed in and weren't able to be focused at all by Epsilon. All right, we see Valataja pushing forward, trying to get some poke damage, as the rest of Epsilon catches up and starts focusing down Hubris on the red team's right lane. Ball is being held there, just waiting for Mort to try to figure out where he needs to go. And with 3 members of Hubris down, looks like we're actually going to get to see Mort and Epsilon get on the board. And there we go, 3 points for Epsilon. That was a really fast push for Epsilon with the Valataja bait, able to get a lot of poke damage out before the rest of Epsilon comes in to sweep up Hubris. I don't know, just really good play by Valataja, and not enough focus fire from Hubris. Like, I think they were a little confused why Valataja was already way up there. Just a little odd play by Epsilon. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going and try to get some more points on the board. As you can see, they already have their entire setup before they even have to get a fight in. Meanwhile, TDM is going out. See who gets the ball. Nope, Tailspin gets taken out by the focus, gets baited out by the ball dropped, and Mort is able to come in through at a great angle again and get another 3 points for Epsilon. I mean, right now, momentum in the game is crucial. That first 3 points defines what's going to happen in the rest of the period. Epsilon and Hubris are just proving that with the timer of the ball and the timer of deaths, it's very easy to sweep up the team, get that goal, continue to hold the base while your team gets the ball and already pushes into the enemy team's lobby, and only has to basically push forward as a distraction and get the ball in really quickly. All right, Hubris is going to try to push forward maybe a bit, but focusing on TDM. But here we have Tailspin pushing forward, waiting for his team to try to finish TDM. Here they come, getting some health up there. as he just gets rid of the ball, getting focused down by Epsilon. Looks like this fight isn't going to go well for Hubris. All right, looks we have full cleanup of Hubris, but with only 10 seconds left on the clock, this looks like this is going to be the final score for the grand finals of the EU tournament. All right, so we can see a lot of catching up from Epsilon after that first period. It's just really weird right now with the momentum of the game and how the map works. Basically, getting your team into their base makes it so much easier for you to keep pushing and keep applying pressure and taking away resources from the other team. So I don't know how this is going to affect future games, but right now, TDM is crucial. So neither team is really able to work in ball strategy, trying to pass, because as soon as if you get that pass that just goes behind the team and get that 3 points, it's not as good because your team still is in an unfair fight, and the enemy team can just push you forward, get the ball, and have that momentum of being able to get into their lobby and only have to TDM once, and you don't even have to win that TDM to be successful and return that 3 points. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to click the like, subscribe buttons below for future content on Firefall, and I'll see you next time.